G'day guys, welcome back. Welcome to Pouring Your Heart Out with Julie. Now if you guys have been following me, you know that I generally do acrylic pours, but recently I have been branching out into resin. So I am going to do a resin pour for you today. Hope you don't mind. I'm really enjoying it. Got my resin made up. I am going to attempt a beach pour. I did one earlier today. That's it over there under that cover. I did a couple of things wrong, and I'm just going to try again. I don't know whether or not I'll put that video up because, yeah, it's not the best, but we learn, don't we? Live and learn. So I'm going to go again. I have got, so for this one, I'm going to put my beach kind of in the middle there, and then it's going to get darker and darker, and then the darkest out towards the edge. And I'm going to do it in 2 steps. I'm going to do the first layer. I'm going to let it dry, and then I'm going to put my white on and do the waves. But let's get started. I've got the Barnes Clariti for the resin. It's a 2-to-1. Not sure how much I'm going to need, but I'm just going to actually put equal amounts in the cups for now. I don't think I'll need very much gold, the sand, because it's the smallest area. Mind you, it's a triangle. I'll just put equal amounts for now. And I need some clear as well. These little cups are 150 mils they hold. So they're just over half full. Most of them are anyway. So I guess that's about maybe 70 mils. About that. Okay, so the first one for my dark blue for the outside, I'm going to use this phthalo blue pigment paste. Where did I get it? Where did I get it? Solid Solutions. I got that one from. And it's really quite strong. I'm just going to dip the stick in. Basically dip it in like that and then dip it out. And that's all I'm going to do. We'll see what that looks like first. I don't want it totally opaque. I would like to see through it just a little bit. I just think that the colours blend more easily if they're a little bit on the transparent side. If that's a little bit too transparent. Let me put my little stick back in and back out. I haven't got much left in there. I've been mixing different colours. I used the blue, the phthalo blue and the phthalo green to make a teal. A little bit too transparent still. Let's go again. See, normally I would just do a big blob like that, but I don't want that much. So I just want to dip it in and dip it out basically. So, but a little blob in hindsight would have been better. Okay, let's stir that. So that's going to be my outside. Actually, I might have that one a little bit darker. Just going by my earlier one I did today, it wasn't quite dark. It blended a lot with the lighter one, so let's learn from that and go a little bit darker for the outside because it did blend. Okay, so that's that one. The next one is Teal by Pinata. This is an alcohol ink. And I'm going to do just a squirt. What I've learnt from this is basically start at 5 drops per ounce. So I've got about 2 ounces, so that's 10 drops. It's really still quite transparent. And a little bit more, little squirt more, 2 squirts. When I do 5 drops per ounce, it's really, really transparent. But I do want a little bit more colour, so that's that one. And then the same with this one. This is the Baja Blue, also in the Pinata alcohol ink. Give it a good shake. And we learnt from that one, so let's do 1 squirt, 2 squirts. There we go. And we'll stir that one in. So I'll do my first layer, and then I'll wait, depending on how long it's going to take. It's 5 o'clock in the afternoon now. I don't usually pour at this time of the evening, but we'll see how long it takes to dry. I may come back and do the other layer tonight, otherwise I'll leave it and do it in the morning. But you guys won't know that. Now this one here, the one I did earlier, I used this golden sand. It's quite yellow, quite gold. And then the interference, well, it's quite pale. So I thought I'd mix a little bit of each. Why not? Start with the lightest one. And again, I don't need very much. A little bit of that one. And a little bit of that one. Get in there. And we'll see how they turn out. I don't see whether there's any reason why we can't mix colours. It's probably the darker one's going to take over. Hopefully the lighter one will kind of shimmer through a little bit. Maybe we'll get a blending of both colours. I'm still looking a little bit on the orange side. That's okay. I don't have very much resin here, so I don't want to add any more. Look at that. I think that's a pretty colour actually, and it's like a two-tone, so if it stays like that, it'll look like the sand's wet and then there's my clear. Okay, let's get started, shall we? I'll take the stick out and just put it there. And these little cups are great because you can pinch it like that. So let's start with our beach. I was actually debating leaving the resin to thicken a little bit, just so it didn't run so much. Because they do tend to run, don't they? They don't have to be exactly equal. That one's going that way, that one's going that way. I don't know why. All right, now let's do the opposite. Let's do the dark. Oops. Try and keep my sticks clean in case I need to use them again. I don't know why it's doing that. That's just weird. Okay, a little bit of navy around the edges. Oh, knew that would happen. Would have to drip on there, wouldn't it? Oh, and I've made another mess. Here we go. This is a really nice shaped mold. I must say I'm a little bit disappointed. You know how I had that, oh, that can stay. You know how I had that mold, this one, same one, that was, one was lower than the other, and she was going to replace it. She did, this is it, but it's obviously been used before. It has a gold glitter over it, and I can actually see when it was empty, there's 1, 2, 3 like scratches in it. So yeah, I'm really not impressed. Paid $60 for this, and now I've got a second-hand mold. The first one was uneven, and now this one is damaged. So really not impressed. What's with, I don't know what's going on with these. These two are going that way. That one's going that way. It must be uneven again. Oh well. What can you do? Hey, what can you do? All right, now I'm going to go with the Baja Blue next. That's the darker one. Oh, I wish that wouldn't run away. I forgot to do my clear. I need to do the clear next to the beach. Oh, this, I'm going to have to get back to it. I can't deal with this mold doing this, that running that way and that running that way. I mean, how are you supposed to have an equal design if it's going to do that? All right, let's go with this is the Baja Blue. So a little bit on that blue and a little bit next to the blue. That way it just blends. So some on the blue, some next to the blue, like that. There's a little bit left in there, but I want to get this teal in. And same on that blue, some next to the blue. I'm trying to keep my beach separate. Whether or not it will stay separate, I don't know. Just going to put some more of that on. I wasn't quite sure how much to make up. Okay, so that's all the teal finished. Look, I've still got some blue left. Oh, this is that time where I can make another coaster. Let me just get a bit of white. See how I've spilt on the actual silicone? If you use a baby wipe and just put your finger inside it like that, it comes off really easily. I hope I haven't filled them up too much now, because I do need to do step 2 later on. Okay, that just cleans it up. Makes it look pretty. Okay, well, I hope I've got a little bit of room left. Now, oh, that's right, I was going to do another coaster. I'm just going to put this on the corner here. I'll zoom you in a little bit. I keep forgetting to zoom you in, because I wanted to zoom you like that for this one so that you could see, and then I forgot to do it. I got carried away talking. All right, let's move you over a little bit over here. And there you go. You can see that one, can't you? That was the leftover resin, because I've got a few mismatch pieces from jobs that I've done. Well, not jobs, but resin things that I've done, and I've had left over. Let's do that. I'm just going to pour the gold into the middle. Actually, let's pour some clear in. That'll leave me a little hole to fill in. And let's pour the gold in the middle. There we go. That's pretty, isn't it? Add a little bit more. I have no idea what that's going to look like. But I don't want to waste it. Okay, there we go. That's all finished. Now the other thing I wanted to do, where can I put this? I can't leave it there. The other thing I wanted to do was maybe get my little heat blower thingy and maybe just move some of that resin around. Maybe. Let's see with this guy. I mean, it may sort of blend it on its own, but I don't want to really touch the gold. I just want to see if I can blend the blue a bit. Just so I haven't got that stark line there. It's kind of blowing out towards the outside. Just be careful I don't blow it right out of the mould. Okay, now we'll go back in again a little bit. I have no idea if this is helping at all. I'm sure it'll do its own thing. Yeah, it doesn't really seem to be doing much. Well, I'll just leave it like that, and we'll come back to it. Oh, look at this one. Oh, you probably can't see that. Oh, look at that. Oh, like gold sunk. Look. Move you over a little bit more. Wish I could get that little tiny bit of gold off the top. Wonder if I can. Wonder if I can. If I touch it, if it'll come off. It's kind of a skin. Kind of just want to pick it off. Oh, it's gone. I don't know whether I poked it in deeper or whether I picked it off. Oh, I forgot. I haven't torched the big one yet. There's a hair. Let me make sure this one hasn't got any hairs either. Okay, I'm going to zoom you back out because I haven't torched. Do that way I can get both of them in. Okay, let's torch, and then we'll have to wait. It's looking pretty cool. It's looking like a little abyss. Let's torch it. Bubbles. Get all the bubbles off. I really should remember to torch as I go. Like, do a little bit of resin and torch, and then do a little bit more and then torch, instead of waiting until I've got a full mold. As I torch that, little gold specks pop up. I wonder if that's just air bubbles popping in and they had a little bit of gold in them. Okay, I think that's pretty good. I know I can still see a few. But I kind of stand back and look across the top, see if there's any bubbles. This is just a little creme brulee torch. It's only a little guy. Okay, there we go. Now I will have to very carefully pick this up and move it somewhere so I can cover that. And then I'll be back for the next layer. I really hope I've left enough space to put my second layer. Oh well, we'll see. All right, I'll see you soon. Hey guys, I'm back. Now this has not dried, but I have got some resin left over from something else, and I thought I don't want to waste it. I'm just going to pour it on and see how it goes. Hopefully this bottom one's thick enough that it doesn't all soak in. And I'm using the white Cast and Craft with a little bit of resin. Just going to put a blob in there and give it a stir. Only a little bit in there, so I don't need a lot to make my waves. Looking really opaque. Hopefully that will work. And I'm going to put, one drop of the Pinata white alcohol ink in, just the one. In you go. In you go. Suspense is killing me, waiting for you to drop in. Okay. Oh, someone said to me that, you know, you get a good reaction between the alcohol ink and the pigment together. So we'll see. One drop may not be enough. Now, let's give that a stir. And let's just pour over the top. Hopefully it will just sit over the top there. And I have left enough room in the coaster to have a little bit of extra resin sitting on the top there. Looks as if the bottom layer is set just enough for this layer to just sort of glide over the top without mixing in, which is great because I didn't want to waste that resin that I had. Just ease it over to the edges. If it's gone over, I'll just get my little baby wipe and just wipe around the edges. But I want it to go up to each little point in there. It's a bit tricky. There's a lot of little points. Okay, and then I'll just get my little baby wipe and just run it around. Whoops, and I'll see the colours coming off there when I'm wiping it. Maybe I shouldn't do that. Oh, no, I shouldn't do that. I'll just have to sand it later on. Just sand the edges off because I don't want to be, don't want to be pulling at them now. Righto. Now, I have no idea if this is going to work. Let's just put, I don't know how I'm going to, I'll have to just blow backwards. I don't want to move it because it's not set yet. Let's just put a little bit of white there. And I'm going to use my blower to just see if I can get some kind of effect happening. Well, it's an effect. I don't know what kind of an effect, but it's an effect nonetheless. Oh, there's a little bit of, no, that's a bit of something in there, or it's just a low bit. No, I think there's something in there. All right, well, that's, put a little bit more on. I mean, there's not a lot of room to add white. There's just not. It's only a tiny little coaster. It's blowing straight down actually because I don't want to blow the resin off. So it kind of went out, made some little lacings, and then it all came back in again. So I don't know. I just don't. Oh, never mind. Actually, you know what? I may just scrap that idea with trying to get waves and just go for a bit of a wavy look. Let's just do this, hey? Let's go for a wavy look. We won't even try for waves because it's not happening for me. I don't know why. It's coming back into its little shape. I don't know. All right, let's just put some more on. Oh no, oh dear, I forgot that one hasn't got any. Oh no, now I'm not going to be able to get it off. God, I'm stupid. This one hasn't got its base coat on and it's going to be wet, so I don't think I'm going to be able to take it off. I'm going to end up with white there. I'll try and dig it out. Well, I obviously can't do a beach pour. Look, why is it doing that? All right, let's put some resin on this one. Go into all the little edges. Takes a little while, doesn't it, to go in there. Feel free to fast forward this bit as I push resin into the edges. I won't mind. Come back to me when I'm done. I'll obviously need to do a little bit more research. I thought you just used the cast and craft and off you went and you got waves and froth and all that. Doesn't seem to be the case. Well, you guys that are, you know, proficient with resin and have been doing it for a long time, maybe you can give me some tips as to what I have done wrong, why I'm not getting any waves and frothiness. I might just thin this down a little bit. I think maybe I've got too much pigment in there. Just going to make it a little bit thinner. It's not breaking up. It's just kind of staying in its little shape there. All right, let's see if we can blow this out. See what that does. So it starts off good. It's better, thinner. Thinner mixes better. Can I get that off? I want to get that off now. I don't like that one. How can I get that off? Hang on, I'm going to try and scoop it off as best I can. My resin's starting to go thick. I think my using time is just about up, so let's just get on with this, hey? I took out what I could there. I've added a little bit more resin to it. And give it another go, hey? It's going to go straight down. And it's starting to thicken up. Let's keep going. Now resin is starting to thicken up. Maybe that's the trick. Maybe you have to wait for it to thicken up a little bit. I don't know. Maybe. Because when I've watched the other people with their videos, when they blow it like this, like it doesn't move a lot. It's my first one. It just moved heaps. It's too much white. I know I'm kind of rushing now. It's way too much white. This one's good. All right, let's try not to put too much white on, hey? Tiny bit. There we go. A little bit back onto the sand. Okay, these two I quite like. That one's just got a bit much. A little bit too much white. No, see, it's starting to go sticky. I'm just going to have to leave it like that and live and learn by this one. Oh, I had my tool in that one. Oh dear. Oh my gosh. Okay, this is so much harder than just doing regular coasters. I'm going to just give it a bit of a torch. Pop any bubbles. Oh, what'll happen if I do that? Nothing much. Okay, well there we go. I actually really like this one with just a little bit of froth on it. And then that's the second best, that's the third best, and that one's just got way too much. Way too much. I wonder if I can take some off. I don't think I can. No, look, it's just getting really sticky. We'll leave it, and lesson learned. All right, I'm going to take you down for a close-up. I'd say I've got two nice ones. I'll put the other two in the trash. Okay, here we are. Now this one I really like. And I don't know, maybe I'm just being too hard on myself, expecting gorgeous lacing that I see other people getting on my first attempt. And then that one, I like that one too. You can still see the beach. And this one's sort of okay till about there, but then when you come back up here, a little bit too much. Maybe it's just a really, really rough ocean, hey? This one, yeah, this one's just too much white. Can't go that way, there's a ring light above. But look, if you look at the center like that, and don't look at the edges, I think we can get away with saying, yeah, it's a beach paw. What do you think? And hopefully, because I've poured that second layer over the top, don't know that you can pick it up here, but it'll probably look a little bit 3D because it's got the second layer. So we'll see what it looks like when it's dry. So yeah, look, it's not a 10 by 10 by any means, but as far as newbies go with beach paws, I am quite happy with it. So yay, it's kind of growing on me. All right, thanks a lot for watching, you guys. And yeah, if anyone knows what I'm doing wrong and you want to give me a hand, let me know what I've done wrong. I'd really appreciate it. All right, I'll see you tomorrow morning for the unmolding. See you then. Good morning. I'm back. And I must say, I spent many hours last night after I finished making waves here, so to speak, watching YouTube videos, and went to bed way too late. But anyway, I did learn a couple of important things, so which I'll try in my next video. Now these two here, I actually don't mind those ones. So let's get them out, hey, and see. These two down here have got a little bit too much white for my liking, but let's get them out. Comes out really easily out of this mold. Look at that. Pop. Oh, it's quite transparent. Quite transparent. Does it look like a beach? Sort of. I'm just going to turn that overhead light off. So as far as beach paws go, I guess it's not bad for the very first time. But I'm excited to go again. I'll do that, then you can see without seeing through. I've got a little bit of effects happening there. All right, that's that one. And let me put them there. Okay, and the next one. Okay, doesn't look as if I've got any like overfilling, does it? So that's really good. Let's have a look at this one. It does kind of look a bit 3D. If you have a look at the beach down there, where the beach is meeting the waves, because I did the second layer of resin, the clear resin over the top, so it does actually give a feeling of depth. I don't know if you can pick it up there. This is probably my favorite, actually. I've got a little bit of wave happening. So yeah, happy with that. Okay, let's pop that one up there. Stay. Okay, and then this one. Actually, we should have a look at the back, shouldn't we? Well, it's not much really to do at the back. So I go, oh, look, I've got a little bit of overflowing on this one. That's all right. What I'll do is I'll just, when it's probably a little bit soft. Yeah, so you can actually bend it. So once it's dried tomorrow, I'll just get a nail file and I'll just file those edges down. There we go, there's that one. Can you pick up the 3D look on that? Not sure. A little bit of cells happening. Anyway, in the next beach video, I will tell you what I did wrong on this one. Well, not wrong, but, you know, learning. And, yeah, so hopefully the next one will be better. Let's pop you there, because I have learnt a lot since doing this. Okay, here we go. Push that one out. A little bit of overflow on that one as well. Not too bad. This one I really don't like. It's just too much white. So that little overflow there as well. I'll just file that off. And I'm not going to edge them with anything. You know, if I really loved them, maybe I would take the time to edge them, but I don't. Now, do you remember this little one that I did just with the leftovers? Very dark looking. I kind of just threw everything in there. Oh, and I cut each of these out. It was just bugging me how, you know, the 3 of them were attached. And like, who does 3 coasters anyway? You know, you do 4 or you do 6. So now I can do a set of 4, or I can just do 1 if I've got leftovers. So yeah, happy I did that. Just sat down with a pair of scissors and just trimmed them. All right, let's have a look at this. Easier to unmold too when you've only just got to deal with the one, not the whole strip. Pop. Okay, now it's going to be very difficult to film because it's dark and it's just like a mirror. But that's not the side that we're interested in, is it? We're going to have a look at the back. Are you ready? Ooh, look at that. I've noticed when the interference gold, was it the interference gold? Yes, the interference gold. It does these puffy effects. Actually quite like that. I don't mind it anyway. It's got the dark blue around the edge and the lighter blue. The gold, it has kind of gone a little bit of a greeny gold because, you know, yellow and blue make green. So we have got that sort of a greenish shimmer there. But hey, it's better than wasting resin, isn't it? So that can just go there. At least I didn't have to throw any out. So there we go. Let's go in for a little bit of a close-up. And then I'm eager to get onto my next one and try this wave thing again. But it was fun trying, fun learning. And hopefully my next set will be better. Taken on board what I've learnt from this one. And I don't think this is hot enough. This is just an embossing gun type thing. I don't think it's hot enough. I can put my hand under it and it just sort of blows warm heat. I think that you need much more heat to create the lacing. So I'm going to go off to the hardware store in the next couple of days and get myself a proper heat gun. You know, like for paint stripping. I think that's the sort of thing that you need, with a little nozzle on it, a flat nozzle, so that you can push your paint where you want it. So that's what I'm going to be doing today, and pouring some more. All right. Thanks for watching, you guys. Hope you guys have learnt something too. And I'll see you real soon for the next one. Okay. Bye for now.